Hey guys, this is Shreyas and welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna finally review the WH-1000 XM Force. And let me just keep this short to begin with. I do not feel that there is a better and more complete pair of ANC headphones at this price point. But anyway, there's a lot more to cover apart from that. And there is a very interesting thing that this made me realize, and kind of the future of tech in general because of this headphone. So if you're interested in that, just watch the video till the end and let's check that out. Alright, so let's start with the build and the design. There's nothing very unique about the design, nothing too flashy, very subtle, which I personally like because obviously the matte black looks amazing and with the copper accents it looks really good, and it's not very different from the 1000 XM3s as well, which I used to own before. Anyway, if you want a more detailed comparison between the XM3s and the XM4s, I have made a dedicated video on that, so make sure you check that in the card above or the description below. So build, design, durability is not my concern, as the XM3s, I used the XM3s for over 1.5 years and they lasted just fine. Everything is intact and looks almost as good as new, to be honest. And I like the added matte texture in the new XM4s, which I feel makes it look a bit more stealthier, which I prefer personally. Anyway, apart from that, the one big upgrade which I felt was the comfort in terms of the ergonomics. So the ear cups are thinner. I mentioned this in my differences between the XM3s and the XM4s as well. So my ears are huge, so my right ear used to get a bit cramped in the XM3s, which did not happen in the XM4s. Now that that's done, let's discuss why the XM4s even came into existence, although the XM3s was so good to begin with. Now the XM3s were great. Like, I felt it was the best in terms of noise cancellation and also the flexibility you had in terms of sound signature. Not just that you had support like for a high-res codec like LDAC, but apart from that also you could do a lot of tweaking in the Sony headphones app, which helped in, making your headphones or sound signature as you wanted, apart from a lot of other features. Okay, there was one major thing that always made me feel that the XM3 is becoming hard to use. I put up with it, to be very honest. I did not enjoy it, but multi-device support is something that is absolutely necessary on headphones when you are using a lot of devices at once. Like, I use my PC, tab and my phone at once, and if I have to switch to use the headphones only, you have to take it off or change the Bluetooth settings, turn one off, turn the other one on and pair it. If it's paired, just connect, etc. So it's a long story. That was really inconvenient, to be very honest, and I'm so glad with multi-device support existing on the XM4s. It is really good and an extremely good experience for me finally. So anyway, that's a welcome change and I'm so glad it exists. But with that wasn't enough. They still tried to top something up. Like, the noise cancellation has become a bit better. Like, I don't know how they made it possible because the XM3s was so great to begin with, but now finally I feel like my mechanical keyboard is completely silenced out. Now don't worry, it's not a huge difference. It is something very minor, and I noticed as someone who is enthusiastic about such stuff. If you're not looking for all that, the XM3s are good enough and you can still buy them today, and it's a good deal, and I will mention all the links of all the headphones down below, so make sure you check out from there. They've introduced some more features in the app like speak to chat, which I initially really thought was gimmicky and I was not looking forward to it. Now, people who don't know what is speak to chat, it's basically a feature where when you start talking, the music pauses, the mics open up and you can talk to people and listen to them as well. But there is one thing, that after you're done talking, there is a particular time gap. You have to input it in the Sony headphones app, where you have to select how much time after you're done talking do you resume the music. Otherwise, you can do it manually as well. I mean, this is something a little bit extra, which I don't feel would have been missed even if it was not there, because unlike most headphones, you can just cover the right ear cup of the Sony headphones and it will let you talk to anybody else. But this is kind of a hands-free experience, so I did enjoy it. I'm not going to complain about it. Okay, another thing that they added which I don't feel was very necessary was wear detection. Now, as you saw in my unboxing video, which will be linked in the card above or the description below, now you have a proximity sensor in the left ear cup which helps, wear detection when you take the headphones off. So there is an option of automatic power off, and in that you can select as when you take the headphones off. So automatically, if the headphones are off your ears for over 5 minutes, then the headphones turns off, and this will help extend the battery life even more. Talking of battery life, this headphone actually promises a bit more battery life than the XM3s. The XM3s were rated at 30 hours. This is rated at 35 hours, and I'm kind of getting the same thing, but my battery life varies because I use it in various codecs. Sometimes I use with multiple devices in AAC, sometimes I use it with LDAC. So it varies a bit, but I can definitely say that if you use SBC only with noise cancellation full, you can still get at least 28 to 30 hours of battery life on these headphones. Now, talking of battery, also one more part is the charging. Now this supports quick charge, and you can get 5 hours of playback on 10 minutes of charge for a context. Now about sound quality, I really don't want to talk about this much because I am very satisfied with this audio quality from these headphones. It's not just about the basic audio quality, it's also about the features that are there to tweak the sound signature to your liking. Now previously in the XM3s, you could not change the equalizer in the Sony app while being in LDAC codec. This time in the XM4s, you can use LDAC codec and still make your own custom equalizer or use any of the preloaded ones as well, which is really great. Okay, another thing that matters in headphones sometimes is when you take calls, because if you're wearing them for a longer period, now that we all are mostly confined in our homes, call quality is important, and they have increased the number of mics and the directions of the mics on these particular headphones, which makes it a bit better. Here is a call recording from the headphones so that you can understand how good it is. Alright, so this is a recording from the mics of the WH-1000 XM4s. Let me know how the sound quality is. All these put together, I feel that the XM4s are as good as a pair of headphones you can get under 30,000, and I feel the price is completely justified. Trust me, when I bought the XM3s, I thought, how are these headphones priced at 30,000? Although I got it at a discounted price using Prime Day offers, etc. But still, I felt that 30,000 was a steal for what that headphones offer. So another thing these headphones offer are something like Google Fastware and inbuilt Google Assistant, and that got me thinking. I could do so many functions without even touching my phone because the Google Assistant in this headphone is built in. There is a difference between Google Assistant being summoned on your phone when you press a particular button on your earbuds or headphones, and Google Assistant being built into your headphones or whatever wearable you're using. And that makes me think that this pair of headphones is not just a pair of headphones, it's actually a full-fledged wearable. It can work independently. Let me tell you, it also has a Find My Location feature via the Google app of Find My Device. You can use that as well. You can make it to ring. I can set my timers, alarms, reminders, etc. just through this, and since it is connected to my Google account, it gets registered on my Google account of my cloud. So across all my devices, I get the reminders or the alarms, and when I summon the Google Assistant here, no pop-up comes up on the connected device, be it my phone, my tablet, and especially when I'm connected to my desktop, it runs on Windows. So the assistant that runs locally just using Wi-Fi via Bluetooth from whatever device it's connected to. And that I feel is really good. Like, I can do almost everything that Google Assistant can do just from these headphones, and this happens independently inside this. This is what we expect from our smartwatches and probably AR glasses down the line if such a future does happen.
It's 1:41 AM. By the way, you can stop me at any time. Just double press the Google Assistant button. Message from Arvind and 2 other updates. Arvind says test 3. Instagram, Pixel_afflatus, Arvind Chakrabarti, test 6. Signal, Arvind, test 5.
Send a WhatsApp message to Arvind saying thank you.
There are two people with that name, Arvind or Arvind IG photographer. Which one do you want to chat with?
First one.
Got it. Sending your message saying, thank you.
So yeah, that was an interesting thought that came up to my mind while using these headphones. So that was another thing that really drags me towards this headphone because I really want to experience it. So all in all, I feel these are kind of the most complete set of headphones. It does audio quality amazingly. Noise cancellation is kind of the best in the industry in my opinion because I have used the QC35-2s and I'm gonna compare it to the Bose 700. So if you aren't subscribed, you should definitely subscribe because I'm gonna compare these to the Bose 700s. The app support is amazing. The Google Assistant integration is absolutely something that I cherish because I use Assistant a lot. Then those nifty features like dual device support, wear detection, speak to chat, stuff like that enhances your experience. So if you want to experience these headphones are the to-go headphones according to me, hands down. I haven't used the Bose 700s much, but I am very well aware that Bose, the integration with their app is not perfect. They have pairing issues, they have issues within their app. The changes you make in the app do not reflect in the headphones most of the time, and these are things that drive me away because this is something which I value a lot personally, and I would not go if a headphone is not fulfilling that completely when there is no alternative existing. One thing that is definitely superior in the Bose, which I cannot argue at all, is the comfort. So if comfort is your number one priority and only priority in some ways, I would definitely say go towards the Bose because the Bose QC35-2s or the Bose 700s are way more comfortable. Also, if you find these looks a bit too bland, the Bose 700s have a bit more of a unique design maybe, which might make you gravitate towards it. But mind you, they're even more costlier, and I think there is where the price does not get justified given that this product exists already. Although if this is way out of your budget, look out for the 1000 XM3s. They are going to be heavily discounted probably again in the Prime sale. If you do not care about the nifty features which I mentioned about the XM4s, the XM3s are your go-to. So anyway, do subscribe to my channel, give this video a like and share it with your friends who might be audiophiles or enthusiastic about good audio products. So that's been it. This is Shreyas and I'll catch you in the next video.